of votes be included.
May we ask the Sergeant at Arms to make an announcement, Mr. President?
Please all rise. All persons are commanded to remain in their places until the Senate President and the Senators have left the session hall.
Mr. President, I move that we adjourn until 2 o'clock in the afternoon of Wednesday, February 22, 2012.
Any objection? Hearing none, the trial is adjourned until 2 o'clock in the afternoon of Wednesday, February 22nd, 2012.
Pwede kong lahat na lagi, ilagay namin. Kailangan mag-practice.
Nag-adjourn na po ang ika-21 araw ng impeachment trial, samantala patuloy pa rin yung press briefing na nagaganap na isinasagawa nitong prosecution team. Panoorin po natin.
Okay. Linawin lang namin, no, for fear of being repetitive. The testimony was really presented not to offer a new allegation or a new offense. It was purely intended to show the reason or the motivation or the inducement that led the Chief Justice to act in a manner that compromises integrity, probity, and independence. Kung bakit ganun yung naging aksyon doon sa Palfasa cases is sabi nga nung pre-offer po kanina na sinasabi nga po is that he was given a platinum card which effectively gave him and then his wife was also given one which allowed him to travel anywhere in the world unlimited time throughout the year in the highest class possible. So kung merong first class ang isang biyahe, may business class, doon sila. So the Chief Justice traveled 4 times in a matter of just 6 months or 7 months during a time when the Supreme Court set aside. Remember, the Supreme Court set aside the decision on that mere letter by the Council of PAL. They set it aside October 4 of 2011. So during that time, he was already in effect a platinum card member. And in fact, a few months before that, he had already benefited all the way up to the month of April sa mga libreng biyahe. Sinabi rin kanina ng testigo that there were 12 round-trip tickets, including international trips ni Mrs. Corona using this particular benefit.
Okay, sir, the impeachment court seems to have ruled out this particular evidence for now. What are and they just moved for a continuance and which was granted by the court. Wala na kayong ibang witness aside from the PAL person for today. So what's going to happen now? Sinong iuupo niyong witness bukas?
There's may subpoena for Secretary Laila De Lima that's dated February 22, which is tomorrow, Wednesday. So we're expecting darating po siya at tetestigo po siya. So we'll be ready to present her po bukas.
This is for Article 7?
Yes. For Article
Aside
7.
from Secretary De Lima, who else are you presenting? Yung confirm na mape-present ninyo?
Wag na muna siguro, RG, kasi anyway, nandun yung compliance natin, but we don't want to telegraph our punches.
At least for tomorrow. At least for tomorrow.
Well, definitely Secretary De Lima because may subpoena nang na-issue sa kanya, no? But
just De Lima for tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll have other witnesses ready, no?
Let's also put on record that we had other witnesses for Article 3 that were in fact ready, particularly those that were supposed to be presented by Congressman Fariñas. But the decision on the PAL Platinum card struck us like lightning today that in effect cascaded down to the 2 other witnesses aside from the PAL Vice President. Meron pa tayong ibang mga testigo pertaining to Article 3, pero kung dun mismo sa PAL, which is absolutely in point, ay hindi ho nila pinahintulutan na tingin namin, kinakailangan ho naming iapila dahil sa tingin namin hindi tama ang desisyon doon. Yung iba pang testigo ay inantay, we made a decision that if the court was not going to reconsider that decision, we will hold in abeyance those other witnesses because obviously we will get the same ruling for those 2 other witnesses pertaining to Article 3. Nandun na sa, it's part of the compliance, pero wag na muna natin identify. You know, the subpoena was issued by the court, and the reason for the issuance of the subpoena was told to the court. There was a motion to quash filed by the defense. Nag-file po ang motion to quash ang defense pagdating dito sa PAL witness natin, pati sa subpoena, and no action was done. So effectively, pinayagan po natin yon. But once again, we see that the defense objecting on this matter, completely are resorting again to technicalities to prevent us from presenting these witnesses. Parang in the end, parang are we better off talking about these things outside or in the court? Aren't we better off having a more liberal acceptance of evidence and let the court decide later on as to which evidence will be acceptable, and then at the same time, let the court weigh it. Timbangin nila later on kung alin ang mas mabigat na ebidensya. But in this case, sa unang bugso pa lang na hindi kaagad pinapayagan, parang tila hindi ho namin talaga matanggap.
At
para po tulungan tayong liwanagin po sa taong bayan kung ano po ang naganap at para ipaliwanag din po ang posisyon ng prosecution. Kasama po natin yung sanang magpepresenta nitong witness na ito, Kathy, attorney from the SIBAC Party List, attorney Congressman Sherwin Tugna, at syempre
ang overall in charge ng Article 3, Congresswoman Kaka Bagao. Magandang hapon and welcome back.
Magandang gabi. Hapon. Salamat.
Tanungin natin si Congressman Tugna, ano po ba yung nangyari kanina?
Kanina kasi, when we were about, nung magsisimula na kami para ipresenta namin yung Vice President ng Sales ng Philippine Airlines, nagtanong si Justice Cuevas at tinanong niya kung relevant ba itong ipipresenta namin na testigo. So, kanina ay manifested before the presiding judge, si Senator JP, na this is relevant because this will show na ang ating Chief Justice ay tumanggap ng mga libreng travel, platinum card, at special privileges mula sa Philippine Airlines, isang partido na mayroong pending na kaso sa Supreme Court.
Yun nga po, pakilinaw daw po, Congresswoman, ano pong diferensya nung pag-prove po na tumanggap versus pag-prove ng motibo? Dahil yun po yung nagbago ng statement sa inyo. Paki-explain nga po sa ating taong bayan kung ano po yung diferensya ng pag-prove ng pagtanggap. Kaya po hinahanapan tayo ni presiding ng bribery versus pag-prove ng motibo.
Una-una po, huwag nating kakalimutan na ang charge po ng Article 3 ay tungkol sa betrayal of public trust dahil hindi na tupad ng Chief Justice yung kanyang kailangang tuparin na tungkulin sa konstitusyon na kailangan siya ay taong may independence, competence, probity at integridad. At may sirkumstansya. Ibig sabihin, yung sirkumstansyang kinuwento namin ay tungkol sa FASAP, yung appointment kay Mrs. Corona at yung pakikipag-usap sa mga litigante. Yung gusto namin gawin ngayong hapon, sa rules po ng Rules of Court, kapag naghahanda tayo ng pleading, yung mga ebidensya mo para doon sa mga inallege mo, hindi mo kailangang ikwento lahat. At ang gusto natin patunayan ay, ano ang naging motibasyon ni Chief Justice, bakit siya umakto sa sulat ni Mendoza? At nagresulta sa pag-participate niya doon sa pag-recall ng kaso na dapat final na. Itong mga plane tickets po na ito, itong mga free tickets na ito, ay naganap mula noong December 2011 hanggang December 2010 hanggang July 2011. Months before, nagkaroon ng desisyon na i-recall. So, ang gusto lang namin, bakit siya umakto sa sulat? At bakit siya nag-participate sa isang kasong sinasabi niya paulit-ulit na hindi siya nagpa-participate? Pero sinabi na nga ni Mr. Bob Anduisa dati na nag-participate siya. Bakit? Dahil sa isang ebidensya magpapakita na siya ay tumanggap ng mga pabor na mahirap tanggihan at magkakaroon ng pagdududa yung kanyang partisipasyon sa araw na yun ng pagdidesisyon. So, hindi siya hiwalay. Hindi siya hiwalay na aligasyon. Siya ay nakapaloob doon sa aligasyong pag-akto sa mga sulat ni Attorney Mendoza.
Congressman Tugna, nagdesisyon na po ang presiding officer na huwag i-admit itong testimonya nitong witness. Balak niyo po bang i-apila ito?
Kami naman, kanina kami ay napakagalang. And in fact, habang ako ay repeatedly being denied sa aking explanation, yung mga legal points ko kanina. At isa pa, minanifest ulit ng ating lead prosecutor na si Congressman Tupas, ang plano ng prosecution ay we will file a motion for reconsideration in writing bukas na bukas sapagkat kami ay naniniwala na itong aligasyon na ito, itong pagpresenta ng witness na ito ay lalong susuportahan ang aming teorya na ang Chief Justice ay walang integridad sapagkat habang may pending na kaso sa kanya ang Philippine Airlines, he is receiving special privileges, free travels mula dito sa Philippine Airlines.
Speaking of it being special privilege, free travel, base sa inyong pagsaliksik, Congresswoman, ito po ba ibinigay kay Chief Justice lamang or is this very common at binibigay sa lahat ng matataas ng opisyal ng gobyerno?
Yung Platinum Card ay hindi na-earn by miles. Hindi siya kagaya ng hawak ng ordinaryong Pilipino na pag may miles ka, umaakit ka hanggang nagiging millimiler ka. Hindi ito yon. Ibang klaseng Platinum Card ito. At ito ay binibigay lamang. Kung napayagan sana kami magpa-testify ng testigo kanina, ay sasabihin niya, ibinibigay lang ito sa kaibigan ng may-ari ng airline. Kakabit ng card na ito ay mga pribilehiyo. At tawag nila ay courtesy travel. Ibig sabihin ay kapag ikaw ay may hawak ng card na ito, ay pwede kang pumunta kahit saan ng libre. Libre. Pupunta ka lang, papakita mo yung card mo, Platinum Card ang tawag doon. Si Chief Justice Corona at si Mrs. Corona, hindi lang si Chief Justice ang may Platinum Card, silang dalawa. Pupunta ka lang, papakita mo yung card mo at mula doon ay makakapagbiyahe ka kahit saan. Ang sinasabi namin, hindi ito available kahit kanino.
So hindi po pwede i-apply ito?
Hindi ito ina-apply. At ang magsasabi kung sino ang dapat mabigyan nito ay ang may-ari ng airline.
If I may, Attorney Mark, naniniwala ako na marami ring mga nabigyan ng ganitong Platinum Card. Pero ang ating punong mahistrado dapat ay alam niya naman na may pending na kaso itong Philippine Airlines sa Supreme Court. At isa pa, siya ay he occupies a very high position na kung saan the new Code of Judicial Conduct prohibits him from receiving anything, any gift, any freebie from a party who has a pending case sa Supreme Court.
But you're not approving that as a separate charge?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. That's our point. Hindi siya separate offense. Siya ay nakapaloob doon sa bakit siya nag-act on niya.
And again, Attorney, huling-huli na lang, and as what I've said earlier on the floor, that is an impelling motibo kung bakit siya partial in favor of Philippine Airlines.
Okay.
Maraming salamat po, Representatives Bag-aw and Tugna, and good luck po sa Article 3.
Thank you so much, Cathy.
Thank you,
Attorney Mark.
Okay, nabanggit po nila, magpa-file daw po sila ng motion for reconsideration in writing para po siguro, Cathy, mapag-usapan ito ng mga senator judges. Although kanina napansin natin, talagang firm si presiding officer Enrile, pero yung ating mga senator judges na normally very participative ay hindi po masyado nagsasalita doon sa usapin na yon. Siguro after the motion for reconsideration has been filed, posibleng magkakaroon pa ng maraming debate.
Samantala, Mark, marami pa rin sa ating mga kababayan ay sumusubaybay dito sa nagaganap na paglilitis. Panoorin po natin ang kanilang mga kuro-kuro at saloobin.
Ang masasabi ko lang, yung impeachment na yan, dapat ay madali na para mapagtuunan na ang tamang serbisyo ng mga kinauukulan sa bayan.
Medyo sabi ni Chief Justice, lalaban siya hanggang huli, pero nag-request ng TRO di ba? Kaya lang malakas ang loob siguro dahil yung depensa niya magagaling.